Hi guys, what's up? My name is the Nether, and in this video I'm going to be spending 100 days in Insane Craft. This was highly suggested by all of you. Thank you all so much for all the support, you guys are amazing. Last year I uploaded this video, and I asked for 300 subscribers. Now we're almost at 2,000. So I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the channel, because we're trying to reach a big milestone. 30,000 subscribers. The Eliminator and I are trying to get YouTube rank on Hypixel, so please help us out. Now, enjoy the video. To start things off, I wanted the perfect title for this video. I survived 100 days in Minecraft Hardcore Insane Craft. But as the title of this mod pack suggests, this was literally insane. Just watch this. Yeah, so I decided to forget about the idea to do this in hardcore and play this in just normal survival. Here we go. Day 1. So I was spawned in the world and played around with my settings, because I wasn't playing on my normal launcher. I was playing on CurseForge. Once my settings were set, I mined a tree, made a pickaxe, and mined some stone. Upgraded my tools and found a dungeon. I got scared, so I went back up to the surface and a zombie tried to attack me, but he failed. I saw a cave in the distance, so I tried swimming over the river to mine some iron, but then this happened. I respawned, grabbed my items, went back into the cave and mined some coal, and then this happened. I ran away from this monster and I got attacked by skeletons. Once again I ran back to get my stuff and found another cave. I saw some weird looking spiders, so I tried attacking them, but they killed me. I went to get my items back, but I died again because I wasn't mining with a pickaxe. This time I made a pickaxe but then almost died to some sheep. Yep. They attack you if they're mad at you. I finally got all of my items back and decided to go back to land to find some sheep. But instead of finding sheep, I found this. It's Mjolnir! But as you could imagine, I am not worthy. If I wanted to be worthy, I need something called karma. It's like EXP, but then for this mod. I needed 201 karma to become worthy. And the way to get karma is by killing mobs, breeding, or taming animals. So I was on a quest to get enough karma to pick up Mjolnir. So I found some sheep, made some shears, grabbed the wool to make a bed. So I went back to sleep and started day 2 by building a small house. I smelted my iron and made full iron armor. Afterwards, I made a mine, started strip mining for some diamonds. But then I died. After my mining trip, I made a diamond pickaxe and a jade sword, and then went back into the mine to find some obsidian. Day 3 to 5, I went on a ginormous cave adventure that went on for about an hour. And because I hate documenting how or what I mined, I decided to jump to day 5. I built a Nether portal and went to the Nether. The Nether's crazy, man. I saw some weird stuff, but most importantly, I mined some draconic dust and some glowstone. And I was listening to this the whole time. I went back home and smelted the draconic dust and read a weird book. Excuse my dyslexic brain and let me start reading this weird book. I had the strangest dream last night. In the dream, I took 3 of those strange crystals I've been finding and grounded them with a handful of redstone in a bowl, using a piece of flint crystal head to be of different types. But if I did it properly, then the result was a strange glowing dust. In the dream, I took the dust and sprinkled it on a bookcase, but the dream ended before I saw what happened. I wonder, should I do what the dream showed? I have the impression the dust was going to reveal something wonderful but dangerous. I got scared and threw that book away. The rest of the day, I looked up how to pick up Mjolnir and found out that I had 32 karma in total. The moment I knew what to do, I went on an adventure to get enough karma to pick up Mjolnir. And I must say that this was a pretty boring adventure, seeing that I couldn't fly. But I found a mushroom biome in an Ux dungeon. Luckily though, I put the world into peaceful, otherwise I would have died. I looted the chest and ran on. The sun started to rise and I found a meteor, but later found a tent with stuff in it. It was getting dark, but luckily I found a village, and I stayed there until dawn. I fought a mini-boss. The next day came around, and I continued adventuring by crafting a boat. We also got this weird wand thingy that attacks mobs. I was hoping to find a Norse village for the space stone and Thor's armor, so I killed lots of mobs and opened this trapped chest. But luckily I survived. The next thing I knew, it was morning. I headed back home. I had enough. I really wanted Mjolnir, so I killed anything that got in my way. I also thought it would be a good idea to make a mob farm, so I started building a pillar up and looked up how to make a mob grinder. Then I realized that I needed lots of cobblestone, so I went down into the mines and mined a lot of stone. I came back up and started building the mob grinder, and luckily for me it was getting dark, so I killed lots of mobs to increase my karma. Later that night, I went to sleep. I woke up and made 2 buckets and filled them up with water and went back into the mine with some stone. About 10 minutes later, I came back up and finished building the mob grinder. The next day, I really didn't do much, besides going into a cave to fight loads of mobs, because the mob grinder really wasn't that good. But then this happened. I figured out that you get free karma for every mob that you kill. So I started grinding, and at the end of the day, I had 196 karma. Just 2 more mobs to kill, and then I should become worthy. There it was. Now all I need to do is go to Mjolnir and pick it up. It worked! Look at all my abilities! I tested everything out. I can fly! Now for some reason, I also got the God of Thunder injection, but at the time, I had no idea I had it. Now that I can fly, I can go on a real adventure. I want the Infinity Gauntlet. So I went thousands of blocks out, finding village after village, hoping to find the Infinity Gauntlet cast. I started exploring and then I almost got to 8,000 blocks, and I saw this chance cube, so I had to open it. It asked me when Minecraft was first released, with a 20-second countdown. I answered the question, but I was wrong, and I exploded. I could travel almost 8,000 blocks back by foot. That took me about 20 minutes, a whole Minecraft day. After my great humiliation, I continued my quest to find the Infinity Gauntlet cast. I visited village after village, but didn't have any luck, until I reached day 30, and I finally found it. 13 days flying around looking for villages. 4 hours and 20 minutes. I'm gonna jump straight to day 30. So yeah, day 30. Now that I have the Infinity Gauntlet cast, all I need to do is craft it. Before that, I need something called the gold titanium alloy plates. And these things are pretty difficult to make. First I need titanium dust. To craft that, I need a hammer and a titanium ingot. After that, I need gold dust, which is made like this. Then I put 2 titanium dust next to 1 gold dust, and I get 1 titanium alloy dust. And all I need to do is smelt that, and I get an ingot. After I have the ingot, I put it next to a hammer, and then I get my alloy plate. Yeah, that was a mouthful. The biggest problem here was that I needed to find titanium. This took me such a long time. It took me a whole hour because I didn't need to only craft 1 titanium alloy plate. I needed 6. That means that I needed 12 titanium ingots. The thing was, titanium is extremely rare. Luckily though, I had the loot pack, an overpowered inventory pad that helped me cheese my 100 days in Crazycraft. Basically, it doubles all of my items that I had mined in the cave. Now all I need to do is put my Infinity Gauntlet in the anvil with my 6 gold titanium alloy plates, and I have the Infinity Gauntlet. I have the Infinity Gauntlet. It's obvious what I need to do now. I need the Infinity Stones. So I started doing some research about the custom mod that the developer of InsaneCraft made to get the Infinity Stones legit, and apparently, if I go 60,000 blocks out in the X and Z direction, the Infinity Stones will generate in the world. So I grabbed Mjolnir and flew off. 60,000 blocks out, and 2 days later I arrived, and then this happened. I found all of the Infinity Stones and went back to my house to test out my new powers, till I came up with the ultimate idea. You see, I remembered in one of Ssundee's episodes of InsaneCraft, he went into creative mode with the help of the Infinity Gauntlet. And I know that the developer of InsaneCraft got rid of this. However, if I go to the mod options, it's right here. He never deleted the code. All I need to do is enable it so it would work. I just beat the game! So obviously I spawned in the Infinity Armor set with the Sword of the Cosmos. To be quite frank, I stayed in creative mode for a long time. I thought it would be a good idea to make an awesome house. But then, a big problem happened. And this didn't happen once. It happened multiple times. I had rendered so many chunks in my world couldn't cope. And not only that, this mod pack has 264 mods installed on it. Just to boot InsaneCraft up takes me about 30 minutes. Every time. The more I played on this world, the worse it got, to the point that I would crash 3 times per hour, one crash per 20 minutes. This became worse and worse and worse, to the point that all I wanted to do was open my inventory and I would crash. This became unplayable. Well, at least my house is done. Look at it! With all of those added crashes, we're now at day 50. I tried to install the Lost Infinity Stones mod that Ssundee uses in his series, but this mod isn't downloadable. So I found a bootleg version and installed it. I also installed the Overloaded mod because I felt bad that the Lost Infinity Stones didn't work. The Overloaded armor, or the multi-armor set, is better than the Infinity armor set. This is why I installed it. I wanted to have some fun, so I spawned in loads of mobs and bosses. But then, my mod became so laggy that if I walked one block, I would crash. I tried so many times to get out of this place and get back to my house where it's not so laggy. I must have tried over 10 times. It might not seem like a lot, but remember, one crash equivalent to 30 minutes to boot the game up. So 10 times 30 is 300 minutes, divided by 60 is 5 hours. I spent 5 hours trying to get to my house, to the point that I wanted to give up. But eventually it worked. Being scared of making one wrong move, I looked up in the sky and watched time pass me by. And like that, I spent 100 days in Insane Craft. Hey guys, what's up? It's the Josie-nator. And I'm sorry for this anticlimactic end. I know that a lot of people really wanted this. I can't even move in this world. The world's corrupt. I hope you can understand, and I'll see you in the next one. Sayonara.